Lesson 3, Understanding Timelines in History. Hey, Mr. Ramos here, sharing some history, one time traveling nugget at a time. Have you ever looked at a date in a history book and thought, why is this 500 BC and the other one AD 476? Or maybe you've seen BCE and CE and wondered if someone just hit random letters on a keyboard. Don't worry, we're about to break it all down. A timeline is like a giant ruler. It helps us organize events in the order they happen. It shows chronology, which means the order of time. It's like your TikTok feed, but for thousands of years. History's greatest hits in order. Here's the classic system. BC stands for before Christ. It marks all the years before Jesus was born. So, 500 BC means 500 years before the year 1. AD doesn't mean after death, though a lot of people think that. It actually stands for Anno Domini, which is Latin for in the year of the Lord. It starts from year 1 and goes forward. So, 2024 AD means 2024 years after Jesus' birth. Quick question. What does AD actually stand for? Some people wanted a system that didn't refer specifically to religion. That's where CE and BCE come in. BCE means before Common Era, basically the same as BC. CE means Common Era, same as AD. So they are just new labels on the same old timeline. So 300 BC is the same as 300 BCE. 2024 AD is the same as 2024 CE. Same timeline, different vibe. Quick question. Which two labels mean the same thing? Here's where it gets weird. In BC or BCE, the numbers go backwards as you move forward in time. For example, 500 BC and then 300 BC and then 100 BC. Well, obviously, we skip a few years and numbers, you get the point. In AD or CE, the numbers go forward as time moves forward. For example, 100 AD, then AD 300, then AD 2024. Again, we skip a few years, you get the point. It's backward for BC and BCE, and it is forward for AD and CE. It's like the countdown before New Year's. But you hit 0 and then start counting up again. Quick question. Which came first? There's no year 0 in this timeline system. We go from 1 BC straight to AD 1. That's right. Jesus was basically born between years. Talk about showing up right on time. Some cultures and religions use different calendar systems. The Islamic calendar, the Hebrew calendar, or even the Chinese lunar calendar. But in most of the world, especially in history classes, we use BCE, CE, or BC and AD. Okay, let's wrap it up. So next time you see a weird date in history like 776 BCE or AD 476, you know exactly what that means. Remember, BC or BCE is equivalent to before Christ or before Common Era. AD or CE, that is after the year 1. And the further back in time, the bigger the BC number is. Final question. What's the main reason people use CE or BCE instead of AD and BC? Now let's have a recap of the questions and answers. What does AD stand for? The answer to that is Anno Domini. Number 2, which two labels mean the same thing? The answer to that is BC and BCE. Number 3, which came first? And the answer to that is 44 BC. And number 4, why use CE, BCE instead of AD and BC? The answer to that, it's more respectful to all cultures.